What's the lowest credit score you've ever seen?
Last week I had a guy in here and had a credit score of a 430.
Hey, Joey, what's the lowest credit score you've ever seen?
Man, I've been doing this for 15 years. I want to say my lowest is probably somebody in the like high threes, low fours.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, man. Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be super fun. I got a lot of different clips to react to, guys, so let's get into it. Let's go.
What's your score?
510.
Were they on the phone or email?
Yeah, I got them on the phone right now.
Okay, they got a 510 credit score. That's not bad. What are they looking at?
They want to try to get into an SUV, but they're trying to keep their payments a little bit lower, of course.
Okay, well, just so you know the way it works, lower the credit score, higher the interest rate. So you can explain that to them. Sir, the higher your score, the lower the rate. So if they got a 510 credit score and they're wanting to give an SUV, they're probably getting a little bit of cash down. What do they got down?
They got about 1,000. I tried to get them a little bit higher, but right now they're right. I got them right at 1,000.
Okay, so we got 1,000 down, 510 credit score. What kind of SUV they want?
Jeep Compass.
Okay, so they don't need a third row or anything like that?
No.
Do they have a trade-in?
No trade-in.
Is it?
They actually just wrecked their vehicle.
Is it because it was repoed?
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay, so they
crazy.
want me to call the bank and vouch for them and tell them that they're going to pay this one, even though they just proved that they wouldn't pay the last one. If you were the bank, what would you say?
Probably no.
I'll tell you this, with big money down, we can buy our way into a deal on LTV. If you can get them up to like $3-4 grand, you can probably get up to like a $12,000-$15,000 car, maybe 25% down. Just about any bank will take a shot, as long as the repo wasn't like last night.
For sure.
Was it last night?
No, it wasn't last night.
Working for a little bit more money down. If we have to, we'll sell them something cheap. You know what I mean? With 1,000 down, but I'd like to see get a little bit more down so we can get them something more reliable and have a manageable payment.
For sure.
Deal? Hi, buddy. Thank you.
That's crazy. Like I always tell y'all, man, if you got money down, it don't matter if you got a repo, you don't have a job, it don't even matter. These people will get you done. And that's crazy because it seems like regardless of how hard you work to try to keep your credit score up and, you know, keep a decent income, it's people out here still getting done with bad credit, man. So it don't even matter. That's why I tell y'all, just because you got a repo or you was in bankruptcy, it's not the end of the world. They can get you done. Your interest rate going to be super high, but you can still get another car. And I'm not condoning you go out and buy a car and get it repoed just so you can go get another one. That's not what I'm saying, because when you get a repo, it does ruin your credit. So don't get it twisted. I'm not telling people to go out here and get loans and don't pay for them. If you borrow the money, you got to pay it back. That's just how it works. There's no getting around it. Yeah, you still see people getting done, but trust me, they paying for it. They got super high interest rate. And if they try to go buy a home or anything like that, it's going to be super difficult. So don't go out here getting loans and stuff you can't afford and end up getting repo and think you just going to go out and buy another car and it's going to be super easy. It don't work like that. You got some money down, yeah, they can get you done, but you're going to pay on the back end, believe me.
I got a couple coming in. They want to look at this Nissan Kick and put about $500 down, and they want the payment to be around $300 a month. Let's see what we can make happen.
If this
We're gonna
happen.
make it happen. We're gonna make something happen.
Oh man. I got everything done, and then he came over to me and he's like, this payment's a little higher than where they were hoping to be. So I just wanted to come over and explain where we're at. So I'm still on the original car that you guys were interested in. I didn't switch vehicles because of the price point. It's a low price point, so you're not going to be financing a whole lot of money. $500 down. It's a 72-month loan at $425 a month, and that does have gap insurance. You know what gap insurance is? Okay. So if you finance a vehicle today and you take it off the lot and you drive it down the street and you own it for a year, and you know you're having great ownership of the car, and somebody totals your car, a lot of times you're going to be upside down. Anytime you drive a car off the lot, once you finance your taxes and everything else like that, they're a depreciating necessity. We all need them, but you're going to be upside down. Gap insurance covers the gap between what the insurance company is willing to pay off on that vehicle and what you still owe. Just because of where your guys' credit is, you're going to be paying a little higher interest rate anyway, so you're going to be paying more to the interest up front than the principal balance, so you're going to be upside down. And that's just anybody. I'm in the same boat if I don't put more money down when I purchase the vehicle. So gap insurance covers the gap. I can't tell you how many times I have people come in here that have already totaled a vehicle, didn't have gap insurance, and still owe 3 or 4 grand on their old car. So it's a really important thing, I think, for most people to have. The bank's given us some room to be able to give it to you. As far as Uber's concerned, on a daily basis, do you think, what do you spend it? Like going to work?
Close to almost 40 bucks.
Yeah. 40 bucks a day?
I spent $24 just to get to work the other day, and that's what chose us to come here.
No, I got you. I mean,
See, now he about to finesse them into why they need to buy a car. So they use your real life experiences and try to use that to sway you towards buying a car. I mean, it's a good tactic, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it do make sense. And he definitely need to get gap insurance. A lot of people are against gap, and gap has gotten expensive. And sometimes it won't cover the difference. This depends on the situation. I've never experienced it where gap didn't cover the difference, but it happens. So you just got to be careful.
I mean, on a monthly basis, how much do you think you're spending on
On
Uber?
a monthly basis, probably right at around 250.
Okay. Just that alone, not spending on that, obviously help you make the car payment. Is my point. This payment right here, too, just to be perfectly honest with you, is not a forever payment, even though it says 72 months. Your credit, once you make good payments on this car, it'll help bring up your credit from that standpoint as well. Your first payment wouldn't be due for 45 days, so a month and a half. So you guys can save a lot of that Uber money and everything else like that to make sure that you're
I have a
make it.
Is this included in the 425?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, that would be your monthly payment.
So
every single month.
hypothetically, what would we be paying completely today to walk out with the car?
All you would put is your $500 down.
Yeah, I could probably swing.
Yeah. One less pack of cigarettes a week.
Yeah.
I'm just messing with you. I'm just saying, that's the kind of stuff you got to think about. Transportation, getting to work, being able to make a little extra money, doing some other things and stuff like that. It's going to really make a big difference. Thank you so much.
Appreciate you, brother.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's some real deal stuff right there. I mean, he pretty much been straight up about, what it's going to cost him, what he's putting in the deal. A lot of times, some dealers aren't transparent like this guy. I mean, he's a pretty good salesman. I can tell he's been doing it for a while because he know how to use real life, experiences and his way of swaying people into getting car notes. The gap insurance thing is real. I always get gap when I finance a car because, like he say, especially with these interest rates being so high, you're going to be upside down. There's no way around it. If you financing a car, get gap insurance. You'll thank yourself later. And unfortunately, gap has gone up. Sometimes they will try to sell you a car and give you all the numbers and leave gap out. As soon as you throw the gap insurance in there, your payment's going to go up. So just make sure you're on point. Don't leave that dealership until you got every single number in writing and the sheet. Tell them to show you where the gap insurance was added. Because if you drive off that lot and get in an accident, you're going to owe the difference in that car.
This is my 3.5 week update of working at a Ford store. And some of the challenges I've been facing, especially transitioning from a Kia store, which I was at for 13.5 years. At a Kia store, you have customers flocking through the doors like sheep. You have customers hoping to get approved, customers looking for a $20,000 to $30,000 car. At Ford, since everything is so much more expensive, because not everybody's shopping for the Mustang EcoBoost, which are about $33,000.
Right.
Not everybody's shopping for the Escape. Most of the customers are shopping for the high dollar trucks. So when it comes to spending more money, one, not a lot of customers are walking through the doors. Two, you're dealing with a lot higher credit. And it's a challenge to get them through the doors because they want to know everything up front before walking into the dealership, because these are the type of customers that don't have a lot of time to spend at the dealership.
And most of the time, guys, if somebody has good credit, you can save all those sales tactics because they already hip. When you got good credit, like you're untouchable when you got good credit. And a lot of times people that go buy Fords, they buying the F-150s and the big SUVs, Expeditions and trucks like that. And those things are expensive. So if you're going in there with bad credit to buy a Ford, you must be out of your mind. So most people go into Ford dealerships with great credit because they already know they get ready to pay $80,000 to $90,000 for a vehicle. So a lot of times it's hard to get over on somebody buying a Ford versus somebody who's buying a Kia. So that makes a lot of sense.
So it's a lot more of a challenge because you don't get to spend a lot of time with a lot of customers. And the grind is getting the customers into the dealership. But once they come into the dealership, it's pretty much a lock. It's a car deal because they can buy what they want and they got the credit to buy.
Yep.
At a Kia dealership, you're dealing with customers all day, every day. So time passes by a little quicker rather than having to call on leads all day at a Ford store and finding a way to get a customer into the dealership. But I'll tell you this, at a Kia store, you could sell, say, 25 cars and make what you make at a Ford store selling 15 to 17 cars.
It costs more.
That's why if you say you're a 30 car guy at a Kia store, you're really like a 20 car guy. But if you sell 30 cars at a Ford store, my boy, you're set for 2 or 3 months. Anyways, hope I could have helped some of you out that are thinking about making the transition. It's not easy. It's been tough, but I'm getting there. I'm starting to learn it.
That also lets you know, guys, these car dealers are making a killing on these cars, man. Like he said, if you're selling 30 cars at a Ford dealership, you pretty much rich. You feel me? Because those things are expensive. So when they be hitting you with, oh, this fee is non-negotiable and that fee is non-negotiable, it's crap because they making the money on the back end. So always negotiate. I'm not telling you guys something y'all don't already know, but there's a lot of cats on my channel who are first-time car buyers and they have no experience negotiating. So make sure you're doing your homework before you go into these dealerships because they know, man, they do this all day long. And these fees and all this stuff, they try to make it seem like they have no room to negotiate the fees. And a lot of those fees are made up. The only ones you pretty much can't negotiate is the taxes. But all these other tire fee and all this wax and all this crazy nonsense that they say they put on a car and they can't take it off. It's all nonsense. Don't pay extra for that crap.
We're in Florida, and I'm going to be showing you guys the top credit risk vehicles as determined by my lenders based on repo rates, missed payment dates, and I guess like credit scores. So let's take a look. I'm going to start off, I'm looking at a list of all the vehicles, and I'm going to start off with the top ones here. Dodge Challengers, Chargers, and Darts are all 8s, which is the second highest you could be in terms of credit risk. Infiniti Q50s, QX60s are all 9s. Jeep Renegades and Compasses are an 8. That's pretty high.
Wow.
Kia Fortes are 9s. Let's look at some Nissans here. Nissan Altima is an 8.
Surprised about that.
We can also look at Toyotas.
Baby mama car right there.
All Toyotas are fairly low credit risk. That's good to know. All Volkswagens are fairly low credit risk. All Volvos are not very low credit risk. The XC60 and XC90 have a 9 and an 8 respectively, which means they are pretty high.
Low risk.
Lexus LSs have an 8, which means that's high. ESs, GS, DX, IS are all fairly low.
Okay.
Lincoln MKXs and MKZs are 8s, which means they're high. Mercedes C-classes are 8s. GLEs are 9s. And Sprinters are 7s. That's pretty interesting.
BMW. No, they got to be on there.
Range Rover Evoques are an 8. Again, high. Hyundai Sonatas and Ascents are both an 8 and a 9. It's high. Hondas are all pretty much a 1. Now, there is a large sales base of Hondas, so that could be skewed towards good credit customers.
Yeah.
All Fords are generally low, except for the Mustang, which is a 7. Chrysler 200s and 300s are a 9.
I'm surprised.
Cadillac Escalades and ATSs are an 8. And that's pretty much all of the different vehicles. So all the vehicles I just mentioned are fairly high, except for the ones I said were low.
Yeah.
So if you're interested in the most repoed and most missed payments in certain cars, there you go.
And that's amazing. Because if you think about it, guys, those are the cars you mostly see. BMWs, Dodge Chargers, Challengers, Chrysler 300s, Lexus. You know, I'm surprised. I'm kind of surprised about Lexus. But I guess, I don't know. I'm kind of shocked about the Lexus. But all the other ones, I'm not surprised. Honda is low. That's pretty good. And Toyota. Well, you would think Toyota and Lexus is pretty much the same thing. So I'm kind of shocked about Lexus being high. That's a little shocking to me. But other than that, man, those are the cars you see, those big body Mercedes. You see everybody riding a Mercedes. You thinking they got it going on. Those are the most repo cars. I was surprised, man. That was a pretty good clip right there. That taught me something, man. But it is, guys. I don't know. That's interesting. That is very interesting right there. So leave your comments, guys. Let me know what y'all think. I'm back in action, man. I've been shut down a little bit, doing a little renovation around the house. So I got my setup back, so I'm good to go. So I'm going to be pumping these videos out. And if you want to send me something to react to, I'm going to leave my email at the end of this video, at the bottom of this video. So you can email me or hit me up on Instagram. I appreciate everybody who's been watching my videos, sharing my videos. It means a lot. I'm trying to get to 100,000 subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button. It's not that hard. Right there. You You been watching the video but ain't subscribed. Go ahead and subscribe right now. You appreciate that. Let's see y'all on the next one.